um, horror stories.
Yeah.
The horror stories is the unpredictable.
Right.
The things that you cannot prevent, the things that you don't see coming. Um, People get in bonds sometimes, and I had a buyer that um, just they had to buy a car,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh
we had
gosh.
I given specific instructions of these are the things you don't do,
Yeah.
and we have that conversation and we talk about
Don't
that,
buy a car.
and and so we're a couple of days before closing, and I had just gotten off the phone with both the realtors and telling them, yeah, we're ready to close and this,
Yeah.
that, other, et cetera. And we pull our final reports. We verify employment, and we pull fraud guard, and we pull what we refer to as an inquiry update,
Sure.
and that's basically where we check to see if there's any new inquiries or if any of the inquiries have turned into transactions,
Mm-hmm.
or actual debt.
Mm-hmm.
I get an email from my processors, and it simply said, "We got a problem."
Oh my
Said,
gosh.
I mean,
You're a few
what?
days
Like,
from
somebody said,
closing,
what?
man.
Yeah. And she goes, "Hey, so did you know that so and so bought a car?" I said, "No, there's no way that she bought a car.
Right.
I know she didn't buy a car. We had conversations about this car, and I told her don't buy the car."
Right.
Well, she bought the car. I
Oh.
said, "Oh,
Oh my
no,
gosh.
no." Hey, man, and it's always the borrower that is like
Yes.
already tight. You know, we've jumped through hoops after hoops
Yeah.
of getting them approved, and finagling this and
Yeah.
putting this there and putting that there. It's always that individual, um, and so we had to come back and rework some things,
Mm-hmm.
and it just seemed like there was every corner that we turned, there was always something that would come up, and we eventually got it done. We got into the
Mm-hmm.
closing, but man, it's the horror story is when you, in other words, make a promise. Hey, we're
Right.
going to close, and you got to turn around and retract that.
Yeah.